Exactly. The math doesn't math. How could you be doing that? That's crazy.
In the name of love. Hate you in the name of love. Hate. K-knobs sometimes. Oh, I basically said the word.
I know, I was like, K-knobs.
I just made the K not silent.
Yeah. I just hit record because I was like, I know I'm going to forget. So.
Okay, cool. I'm recording now.
So you weren't a fan of the new version of the 21 Pilots track?
Oh, no, I was a fan.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was a fan. It was just really different from... Well, not really different, but noticeably different from the album version. But Sheree was saying they did that to honor the people who actually paid for the other version. So it's not like they just released it for free and you didn't have to pay for it. But it's cool though. I want to look at the lyrics again with the music video, because it wasn't written with the music video in mind, because it's like a fan music video, right?
Is it?
But yeah, really interesting concept of a video.
Was that a fan music video?
I think so. I think that's what Sheree was saying. Why am I doing the podcast? Sheree should be hosting the podcast. She knows more than I do.
I don't know, because it came out on their official channel, so I don't...
I mean, I think the concept, they probably helped produce it, but I think the concept might have been inspired by a fan or something.
Because it was
I haven't looked
directed
into
by...
it, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. I just know because I see it says it's like directed by... I'll tell you his name now. Oh my word, this cold is so freaking annoying. Go away.
I've been dodging them at work.
Yes. Well,
I think my immune system's been so focused on healing my arm. I've had no time to get sick.
Like all my students were sick in the term. Like everyone had. I dodged so much stuff, and then I got to half term, and I think my body like relaxed, and it was just like. Bleh. I was like, ugh. I think Jude brought something home from school though. To be honest.
Yeah, you got to clean up before essay.
Yeah, I'd rather be sick now than in SA. Thanks. I was sick in SA the last time we were there. They give like the whole breakdown of like all the people. Like it looks like a proper music video. Literally, it's like writer, director, storyboards, Tobias Gundorf Busen. And then it's got like art direction and design, animation, lead photography and light, stop motion puppets, puppet assistants. Like it's got the full thing,
Full production. That's cool though.
Yeah. That is very cool.
Yeah, I watched it just once, kind of not fully. I think I might have been at work actually, so I didn't give it a full attention. A full attention. But I do want to. Oh gosh, I was laughing at that. Tipanese. Again.
What?
I said Tipanese instead of typical Japanese name. It was just a silly little mix-up of words, but it was funny.
The Tipanese. Those classic Tipanese people.
I know. It's the Taiwan Japanese. No, okay, I'm just going to stop there. It's like Ricky's jokes on the Royal Caribbean ships, and it's like when you cross a Haitian with a Filipino, get a jalapeno. It's just, oh man, some funny ones. Right.
Okay.
Should we clap in?
I know you're going to.
I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going straight for it. Okay.
Yeah, just don't hit your wrist.
Oh yeah. 3, 2, 1. Cool. Here we go. Yeah, just. Yeah. Well.
Who knows? Here we are.
Yeah. So, impressions of the album? Or should we do intro first? Who knows? I'm not a professional.
This is why we're barely podcasters.
I know, exactly.
No, we could do first impressions, and then I really liked it, man. Really liked it. And very similar to some other bands, which I'll mention later, but very similar to some other bands that I like and I've listened to for a while, and also just draws sort of inspiration from like older bands too, which again I'll get into.
Yeah.
Especially with like tone and like overall production and sound. But yeah, what were yours? How did you find it?
I felt closer to being happy while listening to this album. I just came up with that line right now, by the way. I didn't plan that.
Well done. You're a pro.
I was at one point. I thought this album was really, really cool. It felt like Vaughan, if I understand the lyrics in the song right, the songs sort of as they're intended, it's like a really cool approach to like almost like love songs, but like love songs to herself, sort of, or like about getting to know herself more.
So you see, I got it. I was
get it quite different.
No, it's so similar, but I saw it more as like a breakup album.
Yeah,
and almost her looking back on herself in the relationship and how she handled the breakup. And almost talking back to herself and going, oh man, like at the end of the first, on the end of the first track, she said, if I could say something to her, I'd say,
Yeah.
And then in parentheses, say something to her now. Like, so that's like kind of the overall theme, but obviously highlighted in the first track. So I just thought, she's like looking back on herself in that situation and then sort of learning from her mistakes. Was my take.
Yeah. I think we'll talk about it more as we go through the songs, but
okay, cool.
I can see sort of both sides and how maybe they're both true at the same time.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, so the album that we're talking about, I'll say now, but firstly, you are listening to the Buds podcast, and I don't know how long you would have been listening to this for when this gets edited, but if it's longer than sort of 5 minutes, I'm sorry. Don't know what you might have heard. But we were once rock stars, almost aspiring rock stars, and now we're just about barely podcasters. But my name is Mike.
And I'm Kyle. And today we are checking out an album called Closer to Happy by Joseph, and recommended by Mike. So we're very excited to check this one out. We both loved it. And we're going to dive right in. So, first track. Bye
and Bye. So it seems to be like a tendency. I mean, maybe it's always been a thing, but I've noticed it more recently where like the first song seems to be a bit more chilled and then like the bangers come later. But then it's not always the case, you see, because 21 Pilots' last two albums haven't been that way.
No.
It kind of started with bangers.
But then for this sort of like more sort of softer indie rock sort of vibe, maybe it works more than a, I don't know, 21 Pilots, like sort of that sort of sound and stuff they live for, energy basically.
Kind of like subverting expectations in a way. It's like if Harry Styles were to come out on stage for his like big Wembley stadium shows and then just comes out with an acoustic guitar and just starts singing, the whole place will be super, super silent. They'll be stoked. But then they will just like shut up and listen to Harry Styles, you know. For instance, I could imagine that kind of scenario. That won't happen though. He's going to come out with like a watermelon sugar or something, or whatever's in probably Aperture, to be honest. But yeah, really cool song, and so I'm just looking at. Yeah, it's like what you're saying. It's kind of like retrospective. Looking at herself in a relationship. And it's like there's nothing that she can really say to make it better. But just that she's like trying to live perfectly, whatever that means.
Yeah. I mean, I think that opening line of crying in the bathroom of the by and by, Saturday's mascara in my eye, it's Tuesday. Like that line alone just says, you know, it's like, I don't know, that just screams sort of like break up to me, and kind of not doing anything with yourself when you're just in that state of kind of like heartbroken, and you just sort of just dragging yourself from one day to the next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know. The girl is gone. What's left? Yeah, like they're like, the girl is gone and I'm what's left. You know, like I think that also hints back towards that, what you would have been in that relationship or that situation or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. But from instrumentation and like production point of view, this was so close to Boy Genius, which I know we sort of spoke about before. Especially that guitar tone was like very Boy Genius or Phoebe Bridgers. Which I love. I love that first Boy Genius album. Is like one of my favorite albums.
It's really, really cool. Yeah. That'd be a good one to go through. It is very close in tone, and even like vocal quality as well. Vocal quality, instrument quality seems to be cut from a similar type of like cloth, you know?
Yeah, totally. Especially, I don't know, like especially on this track, as we go down in the album, like it gets a bit more sort of poppy in some aspects. And a bit more sort of, it actually reminded me a bit of Hayley Williams's new album.
Oh, okay.
Like in some parts, but yeah, where that differs obviously from Boy Genius, which is a little bit more sort of somber and like low key.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any other thoughts on this first track?
Yeah, it's just a really interesting start, because it's like it starts off retrospectively, like not wanting to blame herself for mistakes that she's made, but then as we go through the album, it's like I made this note later on, you know, as on like one of actually the very last song. It seems like the album gets progressively happier.
Right.
But then the last song seems to be about being in the relationship and like thinking about being in the relationship and her experience, or like as if she's still in love in the relationship. But the whole album starts off looking back and like regretting what she did in the relationship.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool,
that is cool.
kind of like reverse order perspective, you know. And I don't think it's necessarily true all the way through, because it like, you know, ebbs and flows as the album goes on. But I just thought like at least the first and the last song of like very different perspectives. Like one is regret, looking back, and then the last one is sort of the elation and joy she felt while in the relationship, you know, when it was good. But yeah,
nice.
Cool song.
Yeah, I really like that one. Good opener.
Yeah. One of my colleagues at work said that this was her favorite song. I told her to listen to the album because I thought it'd be something that she really enjoyed. And she was like, "Yeah, I really like the album." And I was like, "Oh, sweet! I made a recommendation that someone actually likes." And she's like, "But it was just a bit sad that the first song was my favorite one, and then the rest weren't as good." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's really interesting." Because the first one's a good track, but it was not my favorite.
No, I liked it, but no, my favorite was... Oh, which one was my favorite again? Wait, what was it? Water in the Room. That's my...
Oh, that is a good track.
Yeah, dude, that's a banger, as the kids say.
Yeah. I've got a few that, at least from like a songwriting point of view, are just really cool, like really striking. I was like, just that That's one of my favorite things that I've enjoyed about doing this podcast with you is reading lyrics, and just I've learned so much about like how different people see things from different perspectives, and how they frame it in their mind and explain it. Because I've got a very sort of Michael way of explaining things that are typically long-winded and like building context and then explaining on top of that. Then people like John Mayer, for instance, and we're like explaining people in an airport, like one person's hugging to say goodbye, the other one's hugging to say hello, and the wheel just keeps turning, and you're like, whoa, that's amazing! Like how
I know,
that's just so cool. The imagery is mad.
It is. It's so cool, and it is like how people can be so literal and it not be cheesy, because that's something I always find incredible. Like how how you can be
on
so
the nose
literal.
in a good way.
Yeah, exactly. Or be so metaphorical and so sort of like out there with lyrics, but somehow it still hits home and still makes you resonate with it, and you're like, oh yeah, you know. Dave Matthews does that really well. There's some Dave Matthews lyrics where he's very, especially on his solo album. That should be an album we should cover.
Oh, I don't know if I've given that too much time actually.
What? You know what I really love about that, just as a side note?
Yeah.
We do this for new listeners. For the new listener that's here, we take tangents. But so for the Dave Matthews solo album, what I loved about that, it's called Some Devil. The thing is it was different to obviously Dave Matthews Band, which is obviously like big, like huge band or whatever. So it's a slightly like smaller instrumentation and stuff. But the cool thing that I loved about it is he never did another solo album. So it was just like this one and done. He won a Grammy for it too. I think he won like, I don't know what he won the Grammy for actually, but he won a Grammy for that album. And I just thought, that's insane. And then he just never did another solo record again. But yeah, anyway, the songwriting on that's really beautiful. And the way he, it's really, really good. Like I can't really do any justice just talking about it like this. Like you just got to go listen to it and dive in. And there's some really great songs on there, like Gravedigger, Dodo. There's a few really cool ones. But anyway.
That's like Eddie Vedder's ukulele album.
Yes.
That's, and there are a couple Pearl Jam tracks on that, because I mean, obviously he wrote a lot of them. Yeah. But it's totally different, but really cool in its own right. Like it's just entirely creative and unique in its own way.
I love it when like frontmen do that sort of thing. They don't go like, they go solo, but then they like they don't make that like their career, you know, forever. It's just sort of a creative outlet, and then they come back to their roots.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's cool. Like Hayley Williams as well. Although her albums are a full band, it's just like a different feel, full band, you know. Yeah.
It's hard though, I think, for them to get away from sounding like the band, you know, because they are the lead singer. So it's like when you hear Hayley Williams, instinctively you always just think, if you didn't know she had her solo album, you would think, oh, this is New Paramore. You would just you would just think that, right? Same as Dave Matthews. It was like, oh, okay, cool. Although, that's not as big and in your face as some of the Dave Matthews Band stuff, where it's like horns.
Yeah, Dave Matthews sound is just wide. It's so big. Yeah,
exactly. So, yeah, man, that's cool. Okay, so what are we on to? Track 2.
Closer to Me. This track. I was just listening for a couple seconds. It just it's like, here's where the album starts. And actually, now that I think about it, if you look at the album cover, we didn't talk about this before to start with. Yeah. Normally we kind of look at the album cover and just suss it out, and it kind of skips over that. But if you look at the very bottom, it says, if I could say something to her now, I'd say. And it's like, who... I presume she's talking about herself, because it seems like a lot of the albums are like introspective and like reflective about herself and stuff, or like her past self.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Yeah, and it's just really cool that, like, if I could say something to her now, I'd say By and By. I'd say Closer to Me, Blind Spot, like all these messages and lessons she's learned
Cool,
in the songs. Just such a cool. It's just like a great sort of creative way of telling a story without just hear a bunch of songs. It feels really intentional, how it like leads you to thinking in a particular way.
That's very cool. Didn't think about it that way. Nice.
But yeah, Closer to Me. What is your first first impression? What's your sort of feel of this one?
Hold on. I need to listen to like the first few seconds of it. I'm like,
oh no, it's all right.
Like when you just have I was listening to the end of the album before we started, like before we jumped on the
film. Yeah.
Well, hopefully it's not going to be too loud. Where's this thing playing?
Should just be in your headphones, right?
Should be. Oh, it is in my headphones. That's so weird. It sounded like it was behind me.
Spatial audio, bro.
No, it sounded like it was coming from the Alexa behind me. I was like, why are you there? Oh, yeah. Okay. I think this may have been the one that actually made me think of Hayley Williams, weirdly.
Yeah, I get that.
I think it's the drums. Those drums sound like sonically a little bit more like Metazapine. Like not as Metazapine drums were like very like in your face, but like this just sounds with the energy and stuff. I don't know. It just sounded, it made me think of that a little bit. But just like a huge upswing from that first track. Just kind of like, okay, we're in. This is what we're really about almost, like not.
Yeah, and even the guitar parts exactly. So like By and By, for the listener who might have not listened to this album, by the way, we're going to start setting homework because I feel like this experience of this podcast is going to be so much more enjoyable if you've actually heard this album before. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of two blokes talking about music. Oh, what a great track. Like you've got no idea what they're talking about. So if you ever see this podcast come up, I would recommend listen to the album first and then come back to the episode and listen. Good point. Because I feel like it's just going to be a better experience overall for everyone.
Totally.
But By and By is like a very slow, like dung, 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 like sort of slow, heavy strumming. Not heavy strumming, but nice.
Sorry, yeah.
But it's fine. But like slow strumming on a sort of down-tuned acoustic guitar. So it sounds really deep. Really deep and full, but quite slow and has that like melancholic feel. And then Closer to Me, it's like a higher electric guitar, like ding, 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 ga, dun, dun, dun,
yeah, that's true.
And the energy is just totally different. So it almost feels like Closer to Me that's where the album starts. But By and By is I don't even know how to frame it. But
anyway, it's just it's just down to like By and By is just down tempo, and Closer to Me is just definitely up tempo and energy.
Yeah,
it's just
there you go.
A vibe.
Yeah. Oh, what about the?
So cool.
So what's your take on this track?
Okay, let's go to lyrics. We've spoken about production, so. I think, again, like the theme, like that opening line, it's wake up alone, first thing, can I bring myself to say, I love you out loud, I love you. Put my hand on my heart, breathe in, even though I know nothing's okay, I'm here, it's safe. And I think she's, I don't know, but I just had this thought right now, actually. Maybe she's thinking about, maybe this is her before she's like before the relationship, if this makes sense. Might have to track with me a little bit. So this is like before the relationship, and or like they're getting into the relationship, but she's realized she loves this person. And now she's like, she's saying to herself, like, you know, I can say it out loud here by myself. I can wake up and I can say, when I'm lying alone in bed, I can say, I love you. And it's not so scary, and it's not such a big thing. And then that's where that second half of the opening line comes in, where it says, like, even though I know nothing's okay, I'm here, it's safe. You know, like, put my hand on my heart, breathe in, even though I know nothing's okay, I'm here, it's safe. Even if I don't mean it, say that I care, show that I care. I don't know, it's kind of almost like a back and forth then of like, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm explaining this very well. It's no. Yeah, like that before thing of like, when you're scared to say I love you because you don't know if that person's going to say it back to you. Right? And she can say it to herself, and she can say it by herself in her house when no one's around, and she can be like, yeah, I do. And then and then later, like that, the last like sort of paragraph is just like, it sort of then comes back into that same mindset of I just want to know what you want. What do you want? I want to be sweet to you, darling. So tell me, what is it? I'm listening. Come on, get closer to me. I want to be closer to you. So it's that same thing of like, she's obviously falling in love.
Closer to me.
Oh, sorry. I want to be closer to me. Yes. Get closer to me. I want to be closer to me. That doesn't make any sense.
See, now, I think so how I interpret the song.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, like from your perspective, and it's funny because I've felt that before, except I made the mistake in high school of just texting the person, I love you. And I was like, why did I do that? I'm such an idiot. I think because the songs closer to me, like, yeah, I think she's waking up, wake up alone first thing, can I bring myself to say that I love you? And it's like she's saying it to herself. Okay. Can I say I love you out loud? And it's like where by and by is like regret for mistakes that she's made. If waking up and say like, can I still love you? And I want to be closer to me. It's almost like, so have you watched any interviews with these ladies?
No.
So they're actually really difficult to find. She's not done many. They've not done many that have been easy to find, like no big interviews or anything, like a couple radio shorts and things that I've seen.
Yeah.
And with all like, and they're awesome. Like I'm thoroughly invested in these women's band. Women's, is that right? Grammar?
Sisters,
women's
right?
band. They are sisters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Alison, the third sister, was actually the twin of Megan, I think.
Okay.
So one of the twins left, and it's like the twin and I think an older sister that's left in the band.
Right.
For this album, but they're pretty like I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so here's in one of the interviews. One of the not the twin that's left, the other sister. I'm not sure whose name is whose, but they. So it's either Megan Klausner or Natalie Klausner. I think Megan is one of the twins, and then Natalie is the guitarist.
Okay.
But Natalie was saying how she learned about like breathing techniques and how she used to live with her brain. Like living out of her brain and thinking, I need to do this like a robot. But then she came to a point of realizing that her whole body is a resource. And like if her chest is tight, to tell something about her whole body and her lived experience. And she's like at one with her body in how she looks after herself and all that. So it's got this, they seem to have a bit more of like a holistic, slightly more like liberal, new age view of health and well-being and mental health and all that kind of thing, and oneness with their body and experiencing the world through all their senses, and like fully, So I'm kind of painting a picture of what I think there might be like. So I think this whole "I love you." Sorry, this is me explaining things. I can't just tell a story straight.
It's making sense, dude. No.
Okay, well that's good.
You build. Keep building. Yeah.
Okay, I'm building. One Lego at a time. So this whole like "I love you" thing. It's about. I think it's like a self-love thing. Put my hand to my heart. Breathe in, even though I know nothing's okay. I'm here. It's safe. Right. I just want to know what you want. What do you want? I want to be sweet to you, darling. So it's like she's talking to her own body.
Okay.
And it's like this whole oneness with herself. Want to be closer to me.
Right.
That's how I read into the song.
That makes sense. Yep.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen any interviews, so.
Yeah, I just checked them out this evening at dinner. I was like, well, I haven't had a chance yet, so I had a look, and it was honestly really difficult to find. They have a few live tracks, a few live videos, which are cool as well, and Megan's voice is amazing, if she's the one who's singing.
Okay.
Like her voice is as powerful live as it is on the album. Really, really cool. But yeah, when they're talking and explaining, particularly Natalie with this whole voice or like breathing techniques and holistic sort of feeling herself and all that. Different kinds of vibes, but good, all good.
Sure, okay. Yeah, that does take it from another perspective. It's interesting.
And
I'm
that's...
I'm just rereading the lyrics now from that that sort of perspective.
Yeah. It's a whole different perspective on it.
That's cool.
Like changes the meaning. And like one of the, I think second or third verse, this is urgent. Everybody needs understanding. I need understanding. I know it hurts. I'm trying. I know I can ride through the shockwaves. I know this pain. It'll be okay. And it's like this whole sort of like empathetic connecting with herself and like acknowledging her feelings and like being okay with it and sort of connecting with herself. If I'm reading it right, it makes sense in my mind.
Yeah. That's interesting though. Yeah. That's like a cool different perspective to see it from. I just take it as like literal, like as I read it. And then I just think, because in my mind, I just went in going, okay, well, it's like clearly a breakup album. I don't know. To me, it just seemed like a breakup album. And I was like, okay. So when I'm reading it from that perspective of breakup and now that and it still ties into what you're saying because she's obviously just dealing with her own feelings and her own emotions, not necessarily in this song like talking about the other person or the relationship, but just dealing with the fallout potentially of that relationship and how it affects her.
Yeah. And I think you're exactly right with that as well. Like that makes loads of sense. And like it's not necessarily a zero-sum equation. Like she could be dealing with a breakup, but then like sort of after shock of that breakup is like connecting with herself again. You know, if that's the reality that she's going through or something. You know, thinking about Love Island, we were chatting about Love Island before this, and how often do you hear about people just going from like relationship to relationship, or like they'll be single for 2 years, then come on Love Island. Yeah. And like they've had that time to sort of reconnect with themselves, grow as a person, you know.
So they say. I don't know.
Maybe.
Also, Love Island, they're like, I've been single for 2 years, but they've slept with like 50 people. So it's just like, I don't know if that counts as single necessarily, but.
Those numbers, dude, I don't understand some of those numbers.
No way. The one guy's like
time.
The one guy's like 23 and he's like slept with 200 chicks. It's like there's no way. There's just the math ain't mathing, bro.
Yeah. Like that's like, I mean, I suppose some people do lose their virginity like sort of early on in their teens, like 14, 15. And then from that perspective, they've had, 8 years? 8 years between 15 and 23 to sleep with 200 other people. So 8 divided by or 200 divided by 8 is 25. So that's like 25 people a year. So that's like one every 2 weeks.
Exactly. The math doesn't math. How could you be doing that? That's crazy.
Well, yeah.
Either I've lived a very sheltered life, or like,
I mean, I've lived a very, very sheltered life.
I mean, yeah. I don't. Jeepers, that
like,
is.
I don't need a full hand to count my numbers. That's my reality I'm living right now.
We're in the same boat, bro. I don't. Yeah, that is wild though. And like,
but we're this two good Christian blokes though. Maybe that's it.
Maybe that's
not making any morality claims on anyone else. Just
that definitely does. Yeah, that does tie into it. But then there's also the other side of it on Love Island, where the one guy is like, "Oh yeah, I've only slept with like 5 people," but then he goes on about like how he's such a womanizer and he's this and that,
right?
And I'm just like, yeah, so it's like the opposite end of the scale. It's like, I don't believe those numbers either. Like,
and then
might not be 200, but it's definitely not like 5 or 6 or whatever.
Yeah. And then the one guy said he had sex or whatever on like the middle of a football field, like American football field.
And he's like, oh,
but then his number was 0.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on there? Like, what are you?
Yeah, I tell you.
What are you talking about? What do you think counts?
Yemen answered the best. He was just like, no, if I say a number that's too low, you're like, oh, you're weird. And then if I say a number that's too high, you're like, ew. So he's like, I'm just not going to tell you.
Yeah, that's fair, man.
Fair play. He was just like, nope, not available. I'm not going to tell you what the number is. That dude's like the Yoda of Love Island. He's just wise. He's playing.
He's cracked it, man. Yeah, he's cracked it.
He has.
Anyway, on to 2 women from Portland.
Yeah.
Who play good.
Far cry from Love Island. Yeah. People with actual talent. You don't just go on TV shows for a living.
Yeah, so I could just go on tangents about that, but we should probably keep on on topic. Because I've got so many thoughts. This is the first season I've like properly watched, so I've just had so many more questions and realizations about who goes on the shows. And
dude, I know, yeah. I mean, we've watched a couple seasons, and it's normally our summertime thing. Like we don't ever watch this winter one. This it's normally just in the summer because like the days are longer, and then we eat later, and then we just watch it with dinner. And then we end up watching like the whole season. It just becomes like our summer thing. Yeah. But it's just like they just become like serial Love Islanders, basically. They just like go on like different seasons and like just keep popping up. Like that one guy from this season, he's been on like 4 seasons or something.
That's mad.
I'm just like, okay, dude, you need to just retire. Go do something else.
And just start a hobby, meet someone in person.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway. Okay.
So Closer to Me, great track. Good energy, good vibes.
So we're going to go down to... Wait, hang on.
Blind Spots, track 3.
That's it. Nice. That same guitar tone from like... I don't know why that guitar tone always reminds me of Nirvana.
Interesting.
It's not as like... I always think of that Nirvana like guitar tone as like that underwater thing. You know? Like there's that particular Nirvana tone. And listen, I'm a drummer, so I'm probably talking... There's like that, like on Come As You Are, there's that tone that like it's just very like, it almost sounds like it's like underwater. It's just this very particular tone. That's just the image.
Yeah, I think that's like a chorus.
And it's always that in my mind, I always associated with this like watery sort of sound. But because there's no picking in this song in Blind Spot. It's just she's just strumming it, but that, or he or she, whoever's playing this, it just sounds the same. I don't know why.
It's kind of got like a bit of a phase in it.
You see, you're the guitarist.
This is such a good song though as well. They write really good catchy songs in like the best way possible. It's not like bubblegum pop by any means, but they write like
catchy.
Great hooks, really good choruses. They're just such good songwriters.
Yeah.
In one of the interviews I watched for them, I think it's Megan, if she's the singer. I'm just assuming Megan is the singer. I mean, I could look on the credits and actually find out. Let me have a look quickly and get my facts straight before I start making claims and details. Okay, I can't.
Oh yeah, okay. So Luke Nicoli was playing guitar on this.
Oh yes, yeah. And then who's the main singer? Who's just doing vocals? Megan. Okay.
Yeah.
So then Natalie does all the guitar live. Megan's a singer,
wow.
voice is amazing. Okay. And then they have another drummer who, in the one live show I watched, she had like this big blue school shirt on with a tie. She looked really cool.
Oh, cool.
But Megan was saying in one of the radio interviews they did that they had 10 different sort of producers or writers queued up for 10 days, and they wrote a different song with each of them.
Oh, wow.
Just to like almost like an interview, to like interview how they would write. And Luke Nicolai, they like connected with him like instantly, and it was like just a really good connection. And they got each other. They like thought on the same wavelength.
Cool.
And then they just did the whole album with him. So he features on a lot of the songs.
Man. Yeah. That's so cool.
I think the like good energy and the ease that some of the songwriting seems to have, I think it's just like really good energy between the woman and this Luke guy. So I thought I'd put that little chip of info in there because I thought it was really good, interesting.
And it's a strong hook. I was singing that lyric. I've been hating you in the name of love. I was singing that like all afternoon.
In the name of love, hate you in the name of love, hate.
Don't know how to tell you that's the wrong song, but
yeah, it's the wrong lyrics as well, so we can't get fined for that.
Wrong artist. Yeah, I'll just sing the different lyrics to a different tune, different melody. Oh man, that was funny. Yeah, but just such, like you said, just such a hook. So catchy.
Yeah, and her voice, man. So I put it on you. Oh man, she's so much power. So good. And every chorus, she nails that high note. And it's just really, really good.
So cool. Is this the one? Hold on. Oh no. There's a track coming up where she like belts at the end.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I think I've made a note of that somewhere.
There's like the very, very last bit of the song. She just belts the line out.
Oh, I Believe in Myself.
Oh, so good.
With Becca Mankari. Yeah, so Blind Spot, I thought this was a really, really interesting song because there's
yeah.
Because the story and journey of this, it took your crown. So it's like, so without going verse by verse, like the overall sort of thing that I got from this, it's like she's singing initially from like a place of moral high ground over someone else, but it's like it's an inherited viewpoint of hate and blame. It's like because of maybe like the culture she was born into or the sort of part of society she just grew up in and was born into, she had inherited like a biases. I might be taking this like too existentially. Maybe it's like to a specific person or something.
Okay.
Welcome to the Buds podcast. I get existential about everything. I can't not get existential. Everything's got this like larger societal meaning.
I was going to say, it probably is just like, you know, she got hurt by too many people and now you're like, oh my gosh, it's like where she was born and how, like.
No, but it's like she had almost like default hate or blame
Yeah.
to someone or a people, but she like now realizes it was out of ignorance. And then in verse 2, she's like tired of pointless fighting. But then except for the ones placing bets, so it's like almost like the sort of cultural pressures on her to have certain viewpoints of different peoples, or a person because of where they're from, and because they're not from the same parts of society or culture. They're from different cultures, so it's almost like naturally you can't get along. But then the song overall is about like discovering love for that person who was previously hated by default. So like the blind spot are her prejudices and unconscious biases that she now realizes are there, and she can have this love for someone because she realized she like had a prejudice against them for no reason, you know. And maybe that's like relationally, as in or it's like a kind of people, because I mean growing up in Portland, it's quite like a liberal sort of city. Is that Seattle? Is that Washington State?
Oregon.
Oh, Portland, Oregon, of course.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's like a bit of a commentary on what, stuff that's happening in the States and immigration. I mean, I've listened to a lot of American politics podcasts, so my mind just kind of goes there naturally.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my deep throws. What do you?
Good summary. I'm reading the lyrics as you're talking, so I'm just like sort of seeing it from that point of view now again. So as you're explaining stuff, I'm just sitting here quietly reading.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just getting the. Yeah, man. It makes sense because now I can't really see another way around it. I just keep thinking of it from a relational point, like a love relationship sort of thing. But that makes the way you've explained that, though, I can see it now from both sides.
But again, it could very much be a relationship thing as well.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, it's almost like classic like rom-com plotline. Two people from different sides of the schoolyard, and because of the friends they have, they can't hang out. But then by the end of the movie, they like fall in love and have a kiss.
But again, I think it's very
love was hiding in my blind spot.
I think it's very much an introspection thing, because she says here, like, look away, don't see the blind spot. When my eyes meet mine, can't believe I'm looking at you. Can't believe I'm looking at you. Because all this time, love was hiding in my blind spot. So again, that line, like, when my eyes meet mine, it's like realizing this person you've become, and sort of, she's like realized she's become, a type of person, and she's looking at herself from a different side of things and going like, oh, that's how I was. This is how I can change and become better, or whatever, or, change course.
Yeah.
And she's seeing herself in a new light.
Completely. Yeah.
Which is like,
it's like a love song.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, it is
like a love
like
song to
the
herself.
breakup thing, but it's almost like she's looking at herself in the breakup and how she can almost like heal and be better and learn from these mistakes and learn from these situations and this relationship or relationships, whatever the case is, and sort of move forward.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I have for this song. But yeah, like you were saying, it's like a love song to herself, which is, it's like very congruent with the Closer to Me, where she like wakes up and says, I love you. And now it's like the love that she has for herself was in a blind spot. Like maybe she grew up in a way to like not appreciate herself, and now she can appreciate herself,
Yeah.
Which is, it's beautiful. It's healthy. It's good stuff. Love others as you love yourself.
There you go.
Ready to let you down.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It starts with that like really cool drums.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And this has that like wobbly guitar sound you're talking about.
Yes. Yes. But that's more like, that feels like the Nirvana thing, but like pushed like almost to the end, you know? It's almost like, wow. It's not so like,
it's like it slightly detunes itself where the heart-shaped box? Is it that one? It's more just like a chorus sound.
I always think of Come As You Are. That's like my reference point for that.
Come As You Are, that's it. Yeah. But again, just like really solid chorus. Just the whole like songwriting and phrasing of her vocals and everything. And the music, that's just honestly really, really good music. And this is where I can feel that Hayley Williams energy. It's like really good energy, like good like sort of like the feelings that she's communicating sort of go hand in hand with the music.
Totally.
It's just fantastic songwriting. It's just, I keep getting blown away by these guys, these girls, women. And yeah, the drums just feel so, they're like compressed, but they're so tight.
Yeah.
It's like dry, really tight, compressed.
It's very
drums,
like,
but
it's very like Darren King from Mute Math. It's that sort of, that sort of tone.
Yeah.
It's very cool. But again, so much energy in those drums, man. It just lifts everything. It's very cool.
And also like her vocals and the music and everything's quite like a higher timbre. Whereas like By and By, the first track is very deep. The guitars like starts off very deep and like brings the mood down. But like the whole energy is like lifted by quite like a light production. Tight and light. There we go.
Tight and light.
That's a good descriptor for the album. Tight and light.
They should have called the album Tight and Light. No.
Tight and light.
Oh man, that's so funny. Tight and Light. It's gonna be the hashtag to this episode.
Oh no.
You're gonna put it as Tight and Light, baby. Oh man, that's so funny. No, everything sounds cool on that. But again, it's that it ties into that whole like not like kind of cheesy candy pop sort of thing. Like it could go there so easily, but just the choice in like the production and the like for example that guitar tone and the way they've compressed those drums and stuff, it takes it away from that pop, because that hook is very much like could be a real poppy hook. But yeah, the production just makes it more edgy, more indie. Very cool.
Like I could easily imagine this song. Like if Taylor Swift wrote this exact song, it would be huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the production would sound like that. I mean, and it's Tay-Tay. But it's written so well, and the hook and melody is so like easily
strong.
digestible, and like it's so memorable. So many of these songs are like that. Like it could so easily fall in the pop bracket, but it's just not quite in the pop bracket. It's like alt pop rock or something.
Totally.
Yeah, that's good. What did you make of what the song's about? It doesn't have to be existential. That's not the benchmark. Stay in your lane, Carl.
I can't. I don't. My mind just doesn't go there. I kind of just go, unless it's just
we can't have both of us going there. That's
unless it's
too much
blatantly obvious that that's where it is. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm getting existential now.
Yeah. This is tied to my past.
Childhood trauma.
Coming out in adulthood. We definitely don't write good hooks.
No. We just played the music. Nikki wrote the hooks.
So this one, I thought, now, this is more my lane. I thought it was more like sort of down the line of being in the relationship and basically being what the other person wanted her to be. So putting on like a show and kind of, even though she's not necessarily happy being that person, basically saying the things that you should say or acting the way she should act or she thinks she should act to make that person happy or whatever. So, where is this? Oh yeah. So that like end of the first paragraph there is like, is this on mute because I'm inaudible? I thought that was more like a reference to basically like, is this relationship on mute because I'm not being heard, I'm not being seen, I'm not kind of, I'm just sort of like playing my part here in the background. There, and then the next, that kind of ties into the next line. So much talking about what's expected. Tell me how to get out of this loop. What if I don't do what I'm supposed to? You want me smiling and pretty. I'm ready to let you down. I'm jealous and petty, unsteady. I'm ready to let you down. I'm needy. I'm healing. Oh, I'll bear your disappointment now. So it's kind of like she's all those things deep down and like underneath, just under that surface. You know, she's a human, right? Like, because everybody has those emotions. Everyone's jealous and petty and like can be at times and is needy. But then I like that last thing where she's like, I'm needy, I'm healing, right? Like that healing that is, could be, I mean, you could insert anything into that. Like I'm healing, I'm learning, I'm working on myself, I'm trying to be better, you know, whatever, because we're not perfect. So, yeah, I just thought that's sort of the trajectory I thought the song was on, and that's where she was coming from emotionally. And no matter that line of "I'm ready to let you down" is basically for me just her saying like, no matter what I do, I'm going to let you down. Even if I was a 10 out of 10 perfect, everything that I was doing was right and I was spot on. No matter what I did, there would always be something that wouldn't quite work. And I think that's quite common. Yeah. Well, work for that person. And I think that's quite common in some relationships where, you know, people expect so much of their partner and they like kind of go, oh, well, you need to do this. Otherwise, I'm not going to be happy. Or when they're looking for a partner, they feel that. I mean, look at flipping Love Island, as we've spoken about. You know, all these people have these like stupid expectations that are not like real world. They're not, you know, life. Yeah. It's not like real life.
It tick all the boxes is the language.
Yeah. You know, it's, you also got to have grace and realize that people aren't going to be perfect all the time because nobody is. So yeah, man, that was my thing. Oh, and then that last line at the very end there, I thought it was not the very last line, but here that says, where was it? Oh, here. So I know you wanted a chameleon. So many colors here for you to pick. I thought that was a great line.
That's a great line. Yeah, really, really good.
So just like changing, you know, to whatever that person needs you to be, you know. So yeah. But what was yours, man?
The colors that are available to pick aren't the ones that they want. Probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I think you're right on it. I had pretty much exactly the same interpretation. The little line that I read, that I wrote is like readiness to drop expected facades and show the true vulnerability and turbulence inside. So it's like she's not this cool, calm, collected, like same person all the way through. But there's so much more happening below the surface that she's not been able to show, you know. And like, I'm ready to let you down. It's like, I'm pretty much tired of just holding this in because I just can't hold that in, you know. And exactly like what you're saying with the whole Love Island thing. Like I know Love Island is like a cultural meme, really.
Yeah.
But the whole thing of like, you know, she ticks all my boxes or he ticks all my boxes. And then it's kind of like trying to find someone who at least initially meets your expectations. And I know that's not everyone's intention going into it. Like I think a lot of it's just, this is what I'm gravitating to. and they are who I'm gravitating to. I think that's really what's happening. But the language of like ticking boxes makes it seem like you're trying to find someone for yourself that you think will make you happy, which is important.
Yeah.
But it feels like a healthier perspective to go and like sort of meet someone where they are and try and love them for who they are in that space. And then grow together as people, you know, like change together. And that's like sort of the journey of, at least that's what my experience, like Sheree and I are by no means the same people we were when we started dating 13 years ago. That's crazy, dude.
No. We often say that. We were like, we'll be like, oh my word, like when we got married, we really didn't know each other. Like,
no,
and we had,
not at all, man. Yeah.
We had dated for like 3 years and traveled the world and whatever. And
yeah.
we were like, man, we really didn't know each other, did we?
Yeah, it's mad. And I think, the whole readiness to let you down, like it's almost like that language just automatically she's revealing that there's no sort of grace and like real love for who she is in that relationship. And it's all like performative and conditional, or at least she views it as performative and conditional. And yeah, which is just kind of sad. So if this is about a romantic relationship, you know, then it's probably a good thing that it ended, because it didn't seem really good.
Cool.
Looking forward to looking back. Hey.
Man with the jokes.
Oh, yeah, this was like a much more... Oh, I love this song, actually. I think...
Yeah.
So when I heard this for the first time, I got like real... Maybe not quite from her like vocal quality and all that, but the type of songwriting, I just got like serious Alanis Morissette vibes. Like maybe like the vocal phrasing... If you think of Alanis Morissette and hear those first few lines, it feels very much in that like 90s, late 90s, early 2000s sort of acoustic rock.
Yeah,
Alanis Morissette, so much more than acoustic rock, but
that chick's amazing. Oh my word.
Yeah, powerhouse. But
yes,
yeah, but again, like her vocals are just insane. And like the chorus, the hook, it's just mad songwriting, like really high quality stuff all the way through.
Yeah, this is the one at the end where she just belts that like, is it this one? Hold on. Oh, no. Go back.
No. I think it's I Believe in Myself. That's the one.
Oh, yeah.
Because it builds up at the end of that. Yeah.
I thought it had that same like sound. Anyway, okay. Cool.
Is it my turn to kick this one off?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I think so. So this one took me a little bit to figure out. This song and Morning Forest, the one afterwards, are both two sort of like mellow songs in the middle of the album. Quite like exactly in the middle of the album. And I think I figured this one out. Mm-hmm. So I think it's like a search for individuality, like sort of freedom to express herself outside of the box. And like she's like expressing like wanting to experience life like unscripted, and to experience things as they come and not be sheltered from experiences that make her feel alive.
Right.
And it's like verse 1, she says, they make umbrellas for rain, signs for wrong ways, night lights to leave on, locked gates to keep your heart safe, to never feel pain, no risk, no harm done. Mm. Now I'm watching all the people move in sync, like they all know the song. Why can't I dance along? Want to be a flower floating in a creek, let the water run, take me where it wants. And it's like she's recognizing all these things that have been designed to shelter you from like natural experiences, like things that are just, you know, normal and just make life feel more vibrant and colorful and, you know, or like the
Yeah.
sensations and things, like blocking off rain from the sun, from blocking off rain with umbrellas, and like everything's about sort of safe and security,
Yeah.
and like this thing about people moving in sync. It's like there's just like normal way to move through society, and she's kind of fed up with it because it feels like it's almost like a numbing experience.
Right.
Like everything's designed to keep you sheltered, to keep you safe and warm.
Mm-hmm.
And she just doesn't want to, she wants to live life more sort of open and free and a bit more like spontaneity. Even if it means that she gets hurt, that's just a part of life. It's feeling alive, you know?
Yeah.
So
Totally.
that was sort of, where I think the song is sort of coming from. And like just for example, like the last chorus, or the chorus generally is, I'll let what's coming, if it's good, if it's bad, feels good to feel something. I've done a whole lot of running when looking for something that was already looking back. And I think that line, already looking back, is the only one that's kind of tripping me up. I'm not quite sure exactly what she's referring to there.
You're looking for something that was
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm not quite sure how to read into that one.
yeah, that is a
But
trick.
the rest of it, I think makes sense.
Huh.
Unless she's talking about herself again, already looking back. Like how many times does she refer to herself
Yeah.
in the songs, like breaking the fourth wall in the songwriting?
That is true. So I'm just reading it.
Oh, but her vocal performance in this is just so good. She's such a good vocalist. Just listening to the chorus, man. It's so good. It's so clean.
I love that line. My doubts, like angry mobs screaming, I'm wrong, saying I'll strike out, slow it down, let it be a mess, forgive and forget, the end's where you start now.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really cool line. Really, really cool. And it's exactly what you're saying. I think it's just like, I think also nowadays, like everything's sheltered for everyone and everything, you know, kids are sheltered from everything. Like kids aren't like, you know, kids aren't expected to like try stuff, you know, like helicopter parenting is like a big thing. It's like, you know, people just don't, in the society now, people just don't grow up just experiencing stuff and realizing that stuff is hard. Like life is hard, you know, and there's going to be times where stuff's going to suck for a while. And you've just got to, you know, you need some resilience. You need some, you need something to kind of get you through that. You need some perseverance. And I think that's what she's touching on here is kind of like, I don't want to be sheltered. I don't want to be kept safe from everything. And I think as artists, I mean, we have that a little bit, you know, like you kind of, I remember when we went to study music and stuff, I remember like people in my own family, like looking at me going like, okay, but what are you actually going to do for a living? Like what's, I'll be like, yeah, but this is what I want to do.
Well, the big question is there money in music?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, where do you go and there's no music playing somewhere? You know?
Yeah. And so that, like, I mean, I've had my own experience of that where, you know, people like laugh at you for wanting to just follow your dream or follow your heart, you know? And again, like when we did it, we knew, I mean, we had loads of experiences where it was hard, like, you know, there was loads of stuff, but it made us better and it made us stronger and more resilient, and you learn so many cool lessons and you just come back stronger. So
sign up for a contract with about 20 songs in the bank and you learn 10 more every night. You're like, yeah, we know 80 songs.
we know 250 songs.
I can name them.
Yeah, man. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
I thought we did pretty well though.
Oh, we did really well. Except for sitting down in the first set. That was.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Or playing Let It Be in 6/8.
But you live and learn, right? Like that's kind of the whole thing you're talking about. Like just making.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow, we were just so in sync there with our hands. That was amazing. But just making it, trying something, and just letting yourself make mistakes and not being scared of being perfect all the time, and
Totally. Yeah.
and it's like being vulnerable, and it's also like want people to be resilient, but then like society needs to make it safe to be resilient, and like, or it's safe to try things to grow in resilience, where I think the reason why people hesitate is that there's so little leeway and grace to make mistakes and to come back and learn from it. It's like you have a chance and then it's gone, And I mean, everything's so competitive now. So it's like almost like anxiety to try something, because if you don't make it the one time you try, you'll never get an opportunity again. I can imagine that's like what maybe some people are coming from, and that's maybe like a larger issue with. Yeah, I mean, I don't have answers or exact examples.
I think
but
it's a very broad thing to talk about, but like that, I think society has shot itself in the foot in that nowadays, like everything is, like you say, everything's so highly competitive. If you think about like going to work in a city, right? So you go work in London, you're expected to work. I mean, I have friends who've, you're expected to work these crazy hours. You're expected to be on your phone or be available basically 24/7, like even on weekends, and like be answering calls on a Sunday and stuff, Whereas you think about like our parents, whereas like I'm just talking purely from like a working point of view now, like all of that stuff, like when you're working those weeks, like it causes so much extra stress on you and so much extra pressure. Whereas, I think society now is, especially somewhere like London, where it's like you work to live, you live to work, sorry. It's that sort of mentality. Like nothing is as important in your life as work. And I think, you think back to like, I just think back to my dad, and like my dad was in finance, and if he was working in London, that would be what he was expected of him. But I remember my dad was like, and I guess it was the times. There was no internet, there was no cell phones, there was no like stuff. So you came home, and when you were home, right? Like work couldn't contact you unless they called you on your home phone. But people had like respect, and they were like, oh no, like I'm not going to bother him at home, like because he's with his family or whatever. And I think that whole mindset's changed now. Now it's just like, we don't care if you've got a family. We don't care if we need more money. We need to like get this deal or whatever. And I just, obviously I'm not going to say my friends' names, but like I know this firsthand from some of my friends who are working where like one of my friends is pregnant at the moment, and it's like her work's like expecting her to be back within like 2 to 3 months after giving birth, which is crazy. Which is nuts. Like how do you expect that? Like, and it's those sorts of things where I agree with you. I think society needs to be more lenient on things like that. Like, how can you expect like somebody to go back to work after 2 months of being with their newborn? It's like, it's just crazy, man. But again, I think it's just that mindset of working in a city like London, where it's go, and there's no sort of we're almost like losing that humanity of looking at the person, I think.
What's the byproduct of capitalism?
Absolutely.
It's like if you aren't working, you're not making money. If you're not making money, you've got no value.
Yeah, you become a number. Absolutely. 1,000%. So yeah.
Insert Matrix reference here.
Yeah, but it is that, and it's
It's. I mean, that's basically what the song's about, actually.
Oh, 1,000%.
Sorry, I just had a bit of an epiphany there.
Yeah, it is. I was thinking of it as you were reading it, I was thinking of it from like an artist's point of view, obviously with her being a musician, that is kind of it. It's like, but the music industry is like that too, right? Like how many artists do you hear about where it's like, they get dropped from a record deal, or they get like money withdrawn or something from an advance or something because, they're not making money, so they just drop them. And it's, that's also that's all, it's just about making money, man. Like, that's the sad thing about the music industry. and it's getting harder and harder for artists to make good quality music. And and there are artists that are doing it, and they're doing it independently. Like, I'm assuming these guys would be independent, and people like Lyrillin, and yeah,
well, it's licensed under Joseph Sounds.
Oh, cool.
LLC.
Yeah. Nice.
So under executive license to Network Music Group.
Yeah, so it's probably
Network, as in like NETTWERK.
So yeah, so it's probably like
but it's probably independent.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ignorant about that, but it seems like it'd be independent. Doesn't sound like anything I know.
Yeah, it's probably just like they're probably doing it through their own. That's probably their little business, or they're publishing Joseph Music or whatever, and then they've got like a little indie label that they're releasing through or something.
Yeah. That's cool.
Nice. Yeah, we're getting deep, y'all.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, that's
speaking about.
Yeah. Carry on.
No. I was gonna segue to the next song. You good?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. That's cool.
Oh, okay. I was gonna speak about getting deep. This next one's so deep. I really don't know how to read this next one, so I'm gonna let you take this one. And then
Wow, thanks.
you can take the fall for this one. But Morning Forest, although it is maybe one of my favorite songs on the album, probably because I don't know what it's about.
Yeah, I've got a take on this.
Yeah.
So, and it kind of ties in, I guess, to what you were saying about them being quite holistic and all, like down that sort of road. And I think this whole thing, is she keeps referencing and talking about nature, and nature has its own healing power, right? Like, that is, people go into nature all the time. I mean, I do it myself with running and stuff. Like, you're going into nature to just decompress and calm. And like, I think that's exactly what she's referencing here, is like how nature is basically her healing. And the way she describes it in each section, so like freckled skin that's weathered in, so that's like obviously referencing the sun. Sunshine throws the windows open, moonlight tries to save the moment, counting stars to hold off sleep. Just like that, there goes another day. Where was there was something else here that referenced that sort of like nature being like the healer, really. Where was it now? They're like, blue sky somewhere behind the thunder, even the clouds cry, but rain's what makes the colors. Like, obviously referencing like a rainbow. Cool. So there's always there's like this dark element and then like a light element. So there's always like something negative and then something positive. And there, so give it all to me, give me everything. And that goes back to that the last song of like, I don't want to just be sheltered. I just want to feel everything coming at me. So, yeah.
This one.
Yeah. No, carry on.
No, yeah, I was going to say it's a really tricky one. Like, firstly, I love the music on this one. I think it's one of my favorites. It's probably my favorite of the chilled, low-key tracks on the album, like production-wise. Like, there's like really cool like reverse reverb on the vocals where it like kind of swells in and then you hear the word.
Yeah.
And then every now and then you hear like it sounds like double bass, but I don't know if it is double bass or if it's just like a very clean electric bass. But you hear those notes almost like little kind of like movement notes, like Pino Palladino style, like you know. So it's like really cool little runs. It just adds, like depth to the sound where everything's like really airy.
Right. I'm just looking to see this. Doesn't say anything about double bass.
Yeah, it's probably just like sort of clean bass as well, or clean electric bass. But I thought the guitar vibe of this gives very much like Harry Styles' first album.
Oh yeah,
It's got that kind of like acoustic arpeggiating feel to it, which is really cool. But in terms of like the meaning of the song, I thought like maybe it's about like aging peacefully or being at peace with aging, because there seems to be a few references, and I have to find the lyrics that speak about it. I mean, it's maybe a bit obvious in the first verse, which says like, I hope I get a chance to grow old. I know only so many tomorrows, freckled skin that's weathered in, evidence I lived along the way. But then like this verse, sunshine throws the windows open, moonlight tries to save the moments, counting stars to hold off sleep, just like that, there goes another day. And like that line, or that verse is kind of like counting stars to hold off sleep. So it's like wanting to slow down aging by grasping at every day. Moonlight tries to save the moments. Like at nighttime, you try and savor the day you have, because tomorrow you'll be a day older, you know, where now you're a day younger. And it's kind of like, as you're saying, like nature is the healer, but like as nature moves on, and it's natural for things to move and shift in nature, maybe it's like a beautiful natural thing to move and shift in age or in life. I'm kind of just thinking off the cuff now, of what I wrote before. But I mean, it's beautiful. Like all the imagery is gorgeous. And it's exactly the kind of holiday I'd like to go. Just like wake up in a morning forest and like a little wooden hut somewhere on a hill.
Absolutely.
I just think like, well, Oregon, really. Oregon, Colorado, all those kinds of vibes or places. And yeah, so it's a bit of an enigma, this one, but it was really cool. I enjoyed, even though I'm not exactly sure what it's about. I just wish they did more interviews, man.
Yeah. Maybe they'll get more famous after this podcast, and then they'll...
Yeah. We'll take full credit. We'll have them on this. We'll host them. How about that?
Oh, that would be so cool.
That would be so cool, actually. I would love to do that. Megan and Natalie, if you're listening, and even Alison, you can come and visit if you want. Not visit, join us on the podcast. Don't want to be creepy about that. So Morning Forest. Nice. It's a great track, really.
Okay, this next one's my
Here's
favorite.
your favorite song.
Yeah,
there we go.
Oh, I just love the...
Take it away, Aaron.
I just love the music, man. Hold on, I'm going to play it in the background.
Yeah, it's got like a very U2 vibe when it starts. Like very edge U2. Kind of like...
Yeah.
Strumming an electric guitar with the delay in the background.
Like this sounds very
late 90s.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Because the drums are like sort of like suppressed to the back. Like it's like, yeah.
The strumming guitar in the front, yeah.
This almost sounds a bit like Natalie and Bruglia at the beginning.
Yes, there we go.
And then it changes.
Oh, and then the chorus comes in, and it's just so solid, man. There's nothing... I can't flaw this album. It's so, so good. Oh, that bass line as well when it comes in. Bam, 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 bam. So, so good. And like
they
the
just
whole...
know...
Sorry.
They just know how to write
It's your song to go away with.
No, go.
No. That's your favorite song. You gotta claim it.
Why, have you not prepared anything for it? Is that why?
Oh no! I have ideas.
Okay,
but I wanted to let you have a go at it first.
You could. Why? I feel like you're setting me up for something here. Okay.
No, not at all. No, it's no alternate reasons or motives over here. Just that was your go. Do you want me to go? Were you?
No, I mean, no. Sorry, I'm like listening to it in the background and like talking to you as well. I was just listening to some of those parts, like as you were talking as well. Anyway, no, so I I feel like this for me was just sort of like, it's finding like the beauty in sort of like the rough parts of a relationship. So again, it like ties back to that whole thing of like, she wants everything to like hit it. Why are you laughing? I don't know why you're laughing.
your picture's frozen on you, like bursting out laughing, and you just like the whole time, and your face is just stuck like that. It's great.
It's so funny because I can tell when like
smile,
something's bothering you because you just. And that's why I'm like, I feel like there's a setup happening here. Like something, he's not telling me something.
Your face is stuck like mid-laugh.
You should see how I'm frozen on my side. It's hilarious.
Really?
I'm like,
am I frozen on your side?
Oh, you can't see it now, I guess. No, you're moving perfectly.
Oh, okay.
No, so anyway, so I was saying, so I think this is almost like finding like the beauty in a relationship, in all its forms, like in everything that comes with that relationship. So in the bad days, the fights, you feeling that relationship quite viscerally, right? And that's what she was referencing back in some of the previous songs, is like she wants to feel everything. She doesn't want it to just be this protected, like protected thing where she's also pretending to play a part. And I love the imagery right from the first go. So like that, is this the last bouquet of sidewalk flowers, right?
I love that line.
It's a long goodbye now, and all this time to get it right, and we've only come to find out it starts with a crack, right? So those arguments and those fights and the sort of degradation of the relationship, it just starts with a small thing, and then it starts to build and build and build. And by the time you realize, this is where this next line comes in. It says, it starts with a crack, a hole in the wall. Our ankles are wet, no use in drying off. So by the time you realize, it's almost like that thing of like, by the time you realize something's wrong, it's too late. So like, what's the point of, drying off, in inverted commas? Like everything's kind of, yeah. Then the next line is, there's water in the room. I'll let every part of me drown here with you. We're only two people, can't breathe underneath it all. The water in the room. And I thought, yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of how I'm reading it. Is this sort of like, she's just accepting stuff as it is, and you're seeing like, it sounds so weird to say, but like you're almost seeing the beauty in like the breakdown, if that makes sense. And the imagery she's used is great. Like I love that little chorusy, pre-chorus, chorus part. Like just with the music, it works so well. Just reading those lyrics doesn't really do it justice until you put it with the music, and then it just, yes, everything just clicks.
Yeah. It's like as the music builds up into the chorus, you can imagine the water like gushing through the crack.
Yeah.
It's like the music video is just writing itself with the lyrics. Like it's so easy to visualize what they would do with the music video for this.
And then, so what I love is like how it builds. So like then late, just further down, it says, the next one is, it starts with a crack, a hole in the wall. Our knees are getting wet. No use in drying off. So it's just that like the water's rising, right? And it's just getting more and more and more. And
then we're up to our necks and we're barely breathing. Starts with a crack, hole in the wall. Yeah.
In over our heads, no use in drying off.
Yeah.
It's so good. Just, yeah. And then eventually just drowning and realizing that, this is it now. It's over.
I've not gone back to the early albums, but with the quality of songwriting in this album, I want to go and like deep dive all their stuff, because they've been around since I think 2016.
It says like they've been,
it was like their first thing came out.
It says they've been together for like a decade.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I think the first full album was like 2019, maybe, like studio album. I don't know.
Okay. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's
that bridge? Yeah. So I was going to say that bridge line, that hook. Is this the last bouquet of sidewalk wildflowers? Or something. However, that she sings. She does a much better job than I do. But it's just such a cool groove, and like the chorus music is like rolling on. Yeah. And then it's just this like chant. Is this the last bouquet of sidewalk wildflowers? It's just a great line. Just good songwriting, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a very similar sort of interpretation of the song. I thought the water falls slowly through the crack, as if their relationship has slowly smothered each other, and they're drowning together rather than getting out. It's like they're trying to savor the relationship, when really the relationship's killing both of them. And it keeps smothering them and drowning them more and more and more. But they're just like holding on to this thing that once was beautiful, but is now it's like taking life away from them.
Right. That's cool. Yeah.
But we're only two people, can't breathe underneath it all. The water in the room. Yeah, and like was the third verse or so after the chorus? Kiss or it didn't happen. Can you leave me with just one more? There's a lifetime in these boxes. Remind me why you're leaving. Right as we fall onto the bedroom floor. So it's like there's something there to savor and to hold on to, but they're still drowning under it, you know?
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, any sort of significant breakup that you can think of is probably feeling those same conflicts of emotions. Like you have a history, but rather than just letting a beautiful thing be a beautiful thing and end it, it's like trying to hold on to it, and when it's maybe not healthy anymore or something.
And I think also like people, you do see the cracks. You know what's happening, but you just don't want to acknowledge it, right? Because you just want to stay. Yeah. You don't want to like stay in that happy place. You don't want to like ruin it or expose those things. And then again, like what she's referencing here, by the time you actually realize or say something, you're up to your knees, up to your neck, drowning.
It's like when it gets to the point of needing to say something, you're probably in it too much already, you know?
Yeah.
Or it's like been happening for way longer than you've actually talking about it.
Cool. Yeah, man. It's a great track.
And now to probably one of the most insane sort of vocal performances.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes. This is the one.
On the album. Yeah. This is the one. So this is another song where it starts off with like a synthy bit, and then the drums come in and it's just like really tight. It feels very poppy, but the drums are just like doing these really, really cool hits.
Yes.
It's like offbeat hits between the lines in the verse. And it's really cool. And then the bass is just moving so much around the groove as well. It's doing its own thing. Like the bass is playing like octaves all the time. It's just so colorful.
Yeah, it is a tune.
Oh man, so good. And the harmonies and everything, it's just, I don't know how else to describe it except it's just colorful. The whole production.
Yeah.
All these different like tones and textures and notes. It's just so good. But this seems like, to me, it seemed like another song about herself.
Okay.
It's, I think this whole album's about herself, really. Or themselves. In like good ways. I mean, most songs are about themselves.
Yeah, of course. It's her experience, right?
Yeah. Betraying her true self, like putting on a disguise, and then squashing down her inner voice and confidence in herself. But then, and as the song outros, it's like, she says, can you tell me if it's too late? Oh, can you tell me if it's too late? But I remember your voice. Oh, and it's getting louder. I believe in myself. And it's getting louder. I believe in myself. And it's getting... And it's like her believing in herself, that voice in her head is getting louder and louder and louder. And then that's when we hit that one line we keep referring to the whole time. It's like she belts out like 25 octaves high. It's like, I believe in myself. It's like, it's not quite whistle register for Mariah Carey, but it's close. It's pretty darn high.
It's pretty,
and it's
pretty
amazing. And I thought that outro was genius because
Yeah.
it feels like it's going to fall into a huge chorus and it just doesn't.
Yes,
it just ends on that like pinnacle note and then that's it. And it just leaves you hanging.
Every time I listened to this in the week, I was just, it got me every time. I was like expecting this drop and I'm like, ah! And then it goes into the next song and I'm like, oh, you got me again.
But it's, yeah. But I love it. Like the whole, this terrible thing when you've been taught not to trust, take a knife to your guts, ripping the core out. Alive, but you're empty with a head full of lies, make you wear a disguise. Sorry, I let that happen. And it's just like, I believe in myself and it's getting louder. I believe in myself and it's getting louder. So good.
Wow.
So simple as well.
Crazy
like it's not a complicated song at all. It's so good.
No, but very cool imagery as well. Just like quite like violent imagery in that second verse.
Yeah. It's like assaulting her. It's like an assault on her self-image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Anyway, what did you take from?
To be honest, this one, I was just like so sort of enamored by the music. I hadn't really read the lyrics too much, to be honest. I was just kind of like, I didn't really have too much of a look at the lyrics on this one. I feel like every album we do, there's like one song where I just haven't really listened to the lyrics. And it's always the ones where the music's like really good. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough. There's so much in this one song to cling on to. And
I think that vocal just like took me like every time. I was just like, oh, okay.
It's, yeah. Because she's a female and she sings in like a relatively high register. And then to like belt the last line an octave above that register at the end. It's so mad. And it's like, it sounds good as well, like good tone. It's not auto-tuned.
They've got an effect on there for sure though. They've definitely got something on her vocal. That's not a clean
on that
vocal.
very last line?
Yeah. That's definitely, there's some, not auto-tune, but there's definitely something on her vocal there. There's like an effect.
Yeah.
For sure. It's almost she's like, I don't even know what that would be. Yeah, I don't know. But it's...
Yeah, there is, you're right. There is something on there. It's definitely her singing that, but maybe...
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I said there was an auto-tune. It sounds good. I mean, everything's got auto-tune these days, so I'm eating my words now.
Yeah. When I say there's an effect, I don't mean that she's not singing. I mean, it's just something, I don't know, to give it a bit more... Like to elevate it a bit and to give it a different like, sort of tone.
Otherwise it would sound like too thin. And maybe it's like doubled or something. Yeah, if it just sounds a bit wider.
Cool.
Yeah. He was waking up.
Oh no, is he?
Yeah, sure he's got it. She's probably just lost a dummy. Last night I went in and I gave her dummy. And it's pitch black when I walk in there, and then my eyes adjust. And she has the dummy that I give her in her mouth. But then I can see the glow-in-the-dark other dummy that's in her hand.
All right.
And I'm trying to take it away from her, so I've got the other dummy extra. And she won't let go of it, so she's got a dummy in her mouth, a dummy in her hand. It's just like, you had the dummy the whole time, just put it in your mouth. Oh, she's a silly sausage, but...
Our neighbor bought like 15 dummies and just threw them in the crib so that like they didn't have to get up in the night.
Nice. There we go.
They were like, we were getting so sick and tired of waking up, and their son was just like, he would just grab one and find one and put it in his mouth. So eventually they're just like, nah, we're just going to buy like 12 or 15 of them and just put them in, and like, he's just got a whole
That's a strategy.
Yeah, man, it worked.
Nice.
Anyway. Okay, where are we?
Yeah, so while I'm massaging my wrist, I can feel my own hand healing. Oh, you like that? Little segue to track 9. I can feel my own hands.
We're back to mellow.
Yeah, this song's... Yeah, it's just like a very simple acoustic track, really. Did you have any particular takeaways with this one?
No, really. This wasn't a massive standout one for me, to be honest. I think coming from that song, where it's just like so much like emotion, music, like vocal into something like this. You're just like, oh, okay, now we're back to just
yeah, but I think it kind of gives you a breather before the last 3 tracks.
Yeah,
because the
yeah.
last 3 do pick up a bit more in terms of energy. It does seem to sort of like ramp up slightly. It's not quite like the peak of energy in the album,
Yeah.
but it does go up from this point. It's just like a gentle dip, and then so I wrote like instrumentally. It's like guitar tones. They're always like a little bit darker, and I said like a lower mid focus, so it's not very like bright. It's more like the by and by, like track 1.
Got you.
It's more like sort of warmer, lower tune, like acoustic guitar tones, but it's very like warm and comforting sound.
Yeah.
And it seems to be like another story of like the journey to self-discovery and like accepting of herself, really. I'll look at the lyrics as a whole again.
Yeah. Like, who walks you through the next door? Who makes sure you get up for the sunrise? Who sees through your bright eyes? Who makes sure you witness your own life?
It's kind of like she's had herself the whole time, and she's been there.
Yeah. I think it's like almost like she is telling herself that she can almost, I don't know, like almost save herself. Like almost be like her own. I mean, savior is probably a strong word, but you know, she like almost like she finds like her own inner strength to get through things.
Yeah, I mean that's genuinely like how people. That's like generally like people's worldview.
Yeah.
It's like they do it for themselves because I suppose depending on their experience, they've not experienced a lot of other people doing things for them. So it's like they come to the place of having to be their own support structure. You know?
Yeah.
Or at least like learning to be secure within yourself and to find that support within yourself when you need to. Because people can be K-knobs sometimes. Oh, I basically said the word.
I know, I was like, K-knots.
I just made the K not silent.
Yeah. I was thinking that. I was like, dude, you've literally said the word.
I thought I was being clever there. And you for
so
mistake and all that.
That's really funny. I
find that
yeah.
the line at the end of the first verse, like, take my videotape apart, rewind all the way back to the very start. And I wonder if she's like looking back through her life, who walks you through the next door. And it's like, seems like she's like retrospectively seeing where she's been there for herself or something.
Yeah.
And like like in all those experiences, who sees through your bright eyes, who makes sure you witness your own life. I can feel my own hand. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's not an experience or something I feel like I can relate to. Well, this seems like it's hard for me to relate to the song too much because maybe I've not gone through this type of sort of self-reflection or this degree of processing through trauma or something. I don't know how to read it.
Nope, me neither.
Yeah, it's pretty though. It's a really pretty song.
Oh yeah, it's a
Written
cool
well.
song. It is a pretty song. Okay, next up.
This one's featuring Lady Gaga.
Featuring Lady Gaga.
Not really, but I think her vocals in the chorus in this one are just. If you go to the chorus and listen to that. It feels so Lady Gaga.
That
in good ways. I think Lady Gaga's got an incredible voice.
Oh yeah. Talking about guitar tone, doesn't that guitar tone in the beginning just make you think of Zombie by the Cranberries?
Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Right? There's like these random throwbacks to like 90s bands.
Even Cranberries?
Yes.
Like Cranberries is Zombies. Here we go. Sorry, as if you're listening to the song I'm listening to. I'm like, yeah, can you hear?
I am listening to it, but...
Oh, man, just her tone. It's almost like the more mezzo-soprano, like super solid.
That does sound like
just Lady Gaga. So Lady Gaga. Yeah, it's cool. And it's got like a slightly more, in the second verse, like slightly more like poppy synth bass.
Yeah.
So it definitely feels like the more poppy song on the album. But yeah, that vocal performance is so strong. That first note she hits is like, immediately I was like, that's Lady Gaga all the way through.
That is cool. And then, yeah, there's energy, but like the instrumentation sort of stays like, it stays low until there, that like 142, 143 sort of section, like 1 minute 42. Then it starts to like get a bit more like ballsy. But before that, it was a little bit more like low-key energy.
Yeah. It definitely ramps up a lot more with the production side of things. Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, the vocals.
It's still just
amazing.
like a solid track as well. Yeah. What do you think about the lyrics of this one? Is this another one where you just listen to the music?
No, I think this is just like a retrospective, man. Like I think looking back on her relationship again, like I think it's her or them maybe, if they both wrote this together. I don't know. Hold on, let me turn the music off because I'm like listening to it as I'm talking and then I get distracted. Yeah, I think it's looking back on the relationship ending, and now she's in this place of. I mean, the obvious thing is that chorus where it's like sleeping with the light on because it's darker since you've been gone, and I know the morning will come, but I'm not ready to be just me in the dark. So it's like that person's left, and she's left now by herself, and it's that feeling of like I'm alone. I don't want to be alone just yet, So I want to feel like there's like you're still here, and again, it's that just looking back on the relationship, looking back at what's happened. So the first line is like, what if we already had our someday, made the film to replay, they're loading out the soundstage, now it's left to make slow dance to disco, let go of your ghost, I'll make my bed right here in the limbo of where we're from and what's to come. So yeah, I think it's this dance between sort of like it's over, but she doesn't want it to be over, and she's like sort of replaying these things in her head of like what could have been done to save it, but at the same time, it's probably for the best that she needs to just let it go now, and it's over, and almost just like respect the relationship for what it was, and again tying back to that other theme of like letting it just feeling it in its entirety, not protecting yourself from it, but just feeling those emotions. Yeah, I think that's pretty much like because then it sort of just like repeats lyrically.
Yeah.
To the end, doesn't really go any deeper than that. Yeah, and then there that last verse is, heard you already sold our old place, got straight on the freeway to start another someday in the Empire State. Heartbreaking, actually, that lyric.
Yeah.
So that person's clearly moved on and left her behind. And I assume Empire State is New York. So moved across country, I assume, from Oregon to New York.
Yeah.
And left her behind.
Just a bit of a crazy parallel where in this song, she doesn't want to be left alone in the bed. Like she's not ready to carry on by herself. And like I said, like sleeping with the lights on is about like not wanting to be left alone by herself in the dark just yet. And it's such a contrast from track 2, Closer to Me, where, is it Closer to Me? Yeah, it's Closer to Me, where she wakes up in the morning and she tells herself, she says out loud, I love you. And it's like this is kind of where I start seeing the regression from the front of the album to the back of the album.
Got you. Yeah,
where it's like going back in time. Like at this far back in the album, she's not ready to let go yet. Mm-hmm. And she's not ready to wake up in the morning and say I love you to herself. Which I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it just seems like a really cool...
That's really cool, yeah.
So sort of like the front and back are mirroring each other as we're getting closer to the end of the album. Her feelings are different about within herself, where at the very front of the album, she seems really secure in herself and she's like finding that peace and love for herself.
That's very cool.
Just gives you chills, doesn't it?
Oh, dude.
I can't help myself, man. It's a dad joke and a segue all in one. I just gotta... I keep putting my hand over my AirPods case like it's a mouse. So subconsciously I put my hand...
It could be. Matt, that would be so cool if you could make it into a little mouse.
Yeah. I mean, it's Apple.
Okay, well...
half a chance.
Now that you've segued, I guess we're going on to chill.
Yeah, there we go.
Chills.
Yeah.
Chilled.
Chills.
We're going on to chilled. Okay.
This was...
Nearly home and dry.
Nearly home. Nearly landing this plane. 2 songs to go. If you've made it this far, listener, whether you're in New Zealand or Russia, or South Africa or England or America and Melbourne, yeah, I commend you, because that's a mammoth task.
You're a true
You must
fan.
have had a long drive and nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But thank you for spending time with us.
Oh, man. And for putting up with my sneezing and coughing and cold.
Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully...
I'll be better next time.
I would have gotten through some of that in the edits. We'll see how much gets left behind.
Just be glad you can't catch a cold through a podcast.
So on what you said before with the whole sort of breaking up and moving across the country, this one seems to go hand in hand, where the song seems like she's writing about that her life involves a lot of travel for work. And I'm assuming like tour life.
Yeah.
Because like in the bridge, she writes, this road could take me anywhere, and I hope anywhere I go, I still have your hand to hold.
Yeah.
This road is going everywhere, and I hope everywhere I go, there's always your hat by the door. And she gets chills thinking that her partner is free to leave whenever they want. And all she wants is for them to always be there for her when she gets home. But she can't control that because she's out on the road, and she just kind of hopes that they're there when she gets back. And it's like the realization of the fragility in that situation is what's giving her chills.
Yeah.
And the chorus, I get chills thinking how free you are to go, how bad I want you close. All I can do is hope.
And then it ties back to that first, the first verse where it says, I got my palm read somewhere out in London. Every word they said was right on the money. And I guess that then ties into and then the next line is, I got chills thinking how many things were true. Would they tell me what to do to keep on keeping you? So that I find, very, very interesting, like how I guess you also, when you're out on the road like that, how your mind must just play tricks on you. And then she has like her palm read, and then they're saying, oh, like this, and this is true. And this is what's going to happen. And she's like, oh my gosh, like what if that's all true and this person leaves me or doesn't, and you just start having these like mental games and like, anxiety and stress and there's nothing you can do because you like thousands of miles away from home or not with that person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do know what I mean because you actually did do this.
That's true, actually. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
You had long distance while we were touring.
Yeah, we did long distance for over 3 years. We were married for like 7 months of long distance as well.
That is nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Well done, you guys. Honestly, that's
I know.
that is amazing.
You guys did long distance. You just did long distance together. You went to long distance.
Not really. We did the opposite. We like were with each other 24/7.
Yeah, you like bunked together and everything.
Yeah. That's so weird. Even now, like if we don't see each other for like 7 hours, we're like, "Oh my god, are you okay? Are you all right?"
Yeah. Our relationships just seem to like be destined for different types of realities. Sheree and I spend like over 40 hours a week apart.
Yeah, I know. I mean, to be fair, most of that is also because we work together, so that also makes a difference.
Yeah. But that's amazing though. Like there was a period in lockdown where Sheree and I worked at home together because we both worked at the same church but for different departments.
Oh yes.
So we could like work together, and sometimes our work overlapped, just like a little bit at least between like kids and youth stuff at the church.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. I loved every minute of it. That's why COVID was a rough time for a lot of people, but for us, we actually thoroughly enjoyed that experience of being forced to be at home together.
Yes. Yeah, us too. Yeah.
And yeah, it was wonderful. Subjectively, like from our point of view.
Oh yeah.
I know it's not wonderful for like the world and the nation.
You have to caveat that every time. We're the same. We're like, oh yeah, but
I know.
we do realize for other people it wasn't great, but like for us, it just was because at that point we didn't work together, so it was exactly that. We were like working separate jobs and didn't see each other, like except for evenings and weekends, and then COVID happened. And we were like, sick. We get to see each other every day.
And it was one of the last like absolutely fantastic summers we had as well. It was just weeks and weeks of just beautiful sun.
That summer
and like
was
park walks
ridiculous.
And things. It was an incredible summer.
I remember it being like April and we had a little balcony at our flat at that point, like the flat we were living in.
Yeah.
And like we were out on that balcony in like mid-April, like tanning. It was so warm.
It was awesome, dude. Yeah.
It was amazing.
It was a wonderful summer. Summers have just been so dismal the last few years.
Ugh, I know. Tell me about it.
But it is 10 to 11.
It is. Shall we move on to the next track?
Let's crack on. But last thing on this song.
Yes.
I do think like her sort of lived reality in the song is like in a secure relationship, but feeling insecure.
Yes.
In a good relationship. Like there's no hints that there are cracks, you know?
So the reality is just different to like her perspective or her sort of idea of what's going on. Does that make sense?
No. What I think is because we're getting to the end of the album, this is back to my previous like sort of thesis of like how I think the album arcs, where like and now at the end of the album we're getting into the relationship where they haven't broken up. There are no like overt signs that things are wrong. It's just this is a song about insecurities, and then when we move on to the last song, which we can do now, it seems like a really positive song where like everything seems to be going right, and it's like a full-blown love song and savoring every moment and approaching every day as a new venture of loving this person new. It's like an entirely different viewpoints on the relationship. Like there's no hints of breaking up or anything, at least that I could tell. And like Love I've Saved contrasted with By and By, it's like night and day, you know?
Yeah.
Where like By and By and Closer to Me is all about her loving herself and finding that. And Love I've Saved is just all about just absolutely loving this other person and finding so much life and happiness in this relationship. But so I wonder if you listen to the album backwards, if it's like watching it in real time, you know?
I got you. That's cool. Yeah, like an album in reverse, basically.
Yeah. And Kendrick Lamar does this with his Damn album. His Damn album, like he released Damn and then he released Damn the Collector's Edition.
Okay.
And the Collector's Edition is exactly the same album, just in reverse. and it makes
cool.
sense. And it's like, it sounds like it was written that way, but you can like listen to it backwards or fronts, and it's really cool.
Sure, that's awesome.
It's an awesome experience. It's really, really cool.
Sure, that's awesome.
But yeah, that's sort of my...
Yeah, because now I'm reading the lyrics. As you were talking, I was reading the lyrics to the last track, so Love I've Saved. And it does make sense, because this is almost more like full on, like in love, no sort of, I was going to say no scam, but that's Afrikaans. Well, for the one Afrikaans listener who's listening. No shame, you know, like just, yeah, anyway.
Sorry.
Like diving into... No. I was going to say, like, I was going to dive into the lyrics, but I know we were still on the other song. But what you said here, like, diving off the cliffs inside your eyes, and I'm ever... Oh, wait, hold on, let me read the lyric before that. Memorize the feel of you, diving off the cliffs inside your eyes. All I'm ever trying to do is keep your heart as safe as you keep mine. That's like this like, unapologetic love song, you know, whereas before it's like this to and fro of like fighting with like, I'm in love, but I'm also like dealing with all these anxieties and stresses and like panic things and
Yeah. It's like
it totally makes sense though, like a reverse.
Yeah. I'm glad you think so as well, because when I noticed that, I was like...
You've made me see it that way. I didn't think that. Seriously, I didn't. I was like...
I'm an influencer.
You are. No, that really does make a lot of sense, though. It's really cool. So now when I go back and listen to this album again, I'm going to try... I should reorder the tracks.
Yeah. Make a playlist with the songs in reverse and then listen to it that way. That'd be really fun.
That will be cool, actually.
Yeah. Memorizing the last 4 lines, memorizing the feel of you, diving off the cliffs inside your eyes. All I'm ever trying to do. Yeah, I mean, it's just the second half of the chorus, but no time that we get back, no way to hit the brakes. I'll give you all I have till I run out of days. You're where I want to spend all of the love I've saved. Yeah.
Nice. Well, well done, man. We did it.
Yeah, there we go. It's, 2 hours, 10 minutes. We'll see what the edit looks like. But yeah, this has been a ride of an album. It's been really cool.
That's a great suggestion, dude.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't quite know what we were getting ourselves into, what I was getting us into, but that was good.
Okay.
So 3 words, Kyle. So listener, it's been a while since we've done this, but at the end of the album, we spontaneously come up with 3 words to describe, 3 individual words to describe the album.
Okay.
I've got 3 words that I could go with. Tight and light.
Tight and light. Those can be your 3 words if you want them to be.
They can be my 3 words. It's a bit of a cop-out.
No, well, not really. You coined it in the episode.
Yeah, that's true.
You can take it. I would say introspection. Self-love? Is that one word?
Hyphenated.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
it's one word.
There we go. So introspection, self-love, and outrospective too. I'm gonna say outrospective.
Yeah, is that outrospective?
I don't know. I just remember there was a Faithless album where the one was called like, was it a song or the album? I can't remember. It was like one was like introspection and the other one was outrospective, introspective or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I'm just thinking because she's looking internally, she's looking outward, and then
yeah. Yeah, or retrospective.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. There's my second word, or my 4th word. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Nice, dude.
So, Kyle, you are going to hit us with an album for our next long form.
I had an album, but I'm going to scrap it because we spoke about an album in the beginning of the episode, and I'm going to go with that one. So
okay.
We're not going new. We're going to go old.
Okay.
And we're going with Some Devil by Dave Matthews.
Oh, okay, cool. There we go.
Okay, because I know you don't know it that well, so think of it as a new album. And I haven't listened to it in forever, so I think...
Nice. I'm keen.
Let me just make sure I do have it here. Yes, I do. Sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah, released in 2003.
Nice. Gosh, 23 years ago. Let's go. That's, kicking back.
13 tracks, 14 including an acoustic version of one of the songs. But so it's going to get deep, y'all. That is
cool.
That's a great album. Okay, looking forward to it.
That sounds fantastic. Well, good job, Carl. You got through it.
Well done, Mike.
And thank you. Carl, where can the good people out there, where can they find us?
You can find us on... Hold on, let me pull up my list here. I've got it.
Email, carrier pigeon, smoke signal.
That's Mike's
Yodelers.
Getting hold of us.
If you stand on a Scandinavian peak and yodel, we'll get you.
You're going to, one day, this is all going to come back to bite you in the ass, and you're going to get like 1 million carrier pigeons just showing up at your house.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so you can find us on Instagram at The Buds Pod UK, YouTube, The Buds Podcast UK, so it's the full podcast, and email, because Mike loves an email, thebudspodcastuk@gmail.com. That's where we are. And on the socials, all the other socials. I think there's no Facebook. I lied. We're only on Instagram, so find us there.
Cool.
Cool, man.
Sounds great.
It's
great.
late.
Thanks so much.
It's late, people. It's 11 p.m.
It is just hit 11 o'clock, yeah. And we've got 2-year-olds, so...
Exactly. So
thanks for listening, everyone.
Cool. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye.